Today I'm going to show you how I outfitted our canoe, primarily for filming and camping. We noticed when we were out a few weeks ago there was very few tie down points anywhere to lash anything down or to store cameras, keep them secure in the canoe. So I've added a bow line, some painter lines, some lacing, and I put in some buoyancy bags as well. So we'll show you how we do it. Right, I was going to do this video outside and walk around the canoe and show you everything I've done, except the rain has come back on again and I'm just going to sit in the Jeep and do it. You can see the canoe from here. Canoe. First things first, I'll go through the tools we used. They're very, very little. We used a 5mm drill bit and a 10mm drill bit and a drill. That's it. That's all you need. Material wise, I've gone for some 10mm polypropylene rope, some 5mm polypropylene rope for the lacing, and I've used some, if I can find some, I've used some PVC tubing to make the grab handles for the inside. Now, spacing wise, I've marked up approximately 6 inches between each one. Now, what I've had to do in the centre section where the middle seat is I've actually used a slightly longer length on the outside, purely because I didn't want to have to put the bracket off for the seat to get in behind it to put the lacing in place. It's not unsightly or anything, and it also means that if I do need to replace any of the lines, I don't have to take the seat out again. I've seen a few other videos on how to do this. Ray Goodwin has got some really, really good advice on this. There's a lot of YouTube videos of his. I pretty much followed his guidelines, but what I've noticed he does, he ties the line in one place and runs it all the way around the canoe, so it's one piece for the lacing. I've done it in two, again, because if I wanted to replace one piece, I don't have to take the whole lot out. I can just do them one at a time. I'll give you a full list of all the gear I used. Put it here somewhere. All in it came to about £25 for all the rope and the PVC tubing. The bags themselves, they were about, I think it was about £50 for the pair. I went for 105cm bags. They're probably a little bit big if there's two of us in the canoe, but I can just deflate the front one to give some space. As you can see, for the front seat here, if there's two of us in the canoe, there's not a huge amount of space for the airbag, unless, of course, like they do like that and let some air out. If I'm in the canoe myself, I can just fully inflate this one because I'll be sitting facing the other way in that seat. For the rope, I got 10 metres of the 10mm rope. That's the stuff I've used here for the bow line and the painters, and I got 20 metres of the 5mm cord. The PVC pipe, I used about 5 metres of it. I didn't use 5 metres, I've probably used maybe about 2/3 of it, so you probably got maybe about 3 metres, but got 5 just in case. There's a few I've left out, the ones that run over the top of the seats, which I didn't see any point in putting the PVC pipe there, because I don't really want it taking up space on the seat, because basically that's where my ass is going. Being that we swapped from just myself in the canoe to me and Julie in the canoe, obviously we switched sides as to which way is the front or the bow, so I put a bow line on both ends and painters on both ends. Now the painters are made about probably 2/3 of the length of the boat, so it's probably 10-11 feet, and there's one at either end. Now this particular boat, it's a 3-layer plastic. It's a 3 layers plastic, so there's no risk of delamination when you drill the holes. If you have a fiberglass boat, there is a chance that you can delaminate the fiberglass, which is obviously bad. And obviously, if you go and start drilling holes into a brand new boat, you've probably just invalidated your warranty. Call me overconfident, but I've just whapped a whole bunch of holes in a brand new boat. It'll be fine. Now, when I was putting the PVC pipe on the inside to give me the loops on the inside of the canoe, I found it a lot easier to cut the pipes at a 45-degree angle at either end, just so that when they loop up, they match up nicely to the inside. You can possibly see here that they sit flush with the side of the canoe. When it comes to running this line through the PVC, what I did was I put some masking tape around the end of the cord and then tied a little bit of fishing line on it. Fed the fishing line through the PVC pipe, and then that allows you to pull the rest of the cord through without too much bother. The masking tape, I just pinched the end so it was quite narrow and used that to feed it through the holes in the hull itself. Measurement wise, I've gone about 6 inches for the lace on the outside and a 6-inch gap for the lace on the inside. Now that doesn't match all the way down the boat because I've left the extra space for the centre seat. And up at the front here, I've had to use a slightly shorter one. I think that's 6 inches there and that's 5 inches. But again, it's just to give me a usable lace across for holding down the airbag. Depending on what canoe you're doing, the measurements will be different. But I think most people usually go about 5 or 6 inches. The one thing slightly different about this canoe is it has a kind of supporting beam down the middle, which I can show you here. Now, what most folk would do is they would glue in a D-ring to the bottom, which they could then run a strap across the airbag to hold it in. Now, I'm almost finished with it just now, apart from putting the final straps in for the far airbag and the final strap on this one. I think I'll get away with actually just wrapping the strap around that beam. I'm pretty sure wrapping the strap around that pole will be fine, I think. Well, I hope you found that useful. That's not necessarily how to do it, that's just how I did it. If you've got your own canoe and you're looking to outfit it with lacing and such, I'd suggest you look up other videos as well, because they've probably got far more experience than I have. But yeah, if that was any use to you, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.